Hello. Recently, we were talking about our model for governance, risk, and compliance, and a set of things around that first phase, which is entirely focused on empathy, understanding your culture, how to measure your culture, that kind of stuff. Today, I want to switch over and start talking about the second set of concerns, and that second phase is establishing baseline governance. Sort of the question that immediately comes to mind is, are there rules we can make, a set of practices we can make for a business that we feel comfortable having as a mandate? You must do these things regardless of what industry you're in, regardless of the size of your company, regardless of the details of the security threats that you face. Is it possible to come up with a set of security practices that you absolutely require? And I think the answer is yes. And to help think about that, I think it's useful to examine how we as a society have looked at the idea of hygiene. And in later videos, I'll also talk about negligence and triage. So hygiene, negligence, and triage. Those are sort of the three words that are really helpful for unpacking this idea, which can feel a little strict at first, of mandating a set of baseline governance or controls. So if you think about how things are at a restaurant, we've actually worked out that there are practices that are so unreasonably effective, we're okay with making them a rule. We're also okay with sort of making a very broad blanket value judgment on people and on businesses who don't implement those simple practices. And it sounds so obvious when you say it this way, but we're totally okay with knowing that hand washing isn't perfect. It doesn't stop all contagious diseases. Some people still get sick. But we feel pretty good about the balance of saying, you know what? At a restaurant that prepares food for people, you must have a certain set of sinks for hand washing, and you must require that your employees wash their hands, and you must follow through with firing people who don't wash their hands, and you have to train people to wash their hands and remind them, have notices put up. If you don't do that, we will shut you down as a business or impose fines or whatever else. And we're also okay with sort of adjusting those from time to time. So as threats change, say an outbreak of a particular disease in a produce crop, we might say we're going to introduce a temporary additional ban or a temporary additional hand washing or other practice that you have to implement immediately across all restaurants. And when you think about hygiene, like, that's just so obvious. You're not having any arguments with people about, well, this isn't going to stop all people dying from getting this disease. It's only going to stop most of them. So why should we have to wash our hands? It's just silly. And so likewise with security, there are some practices that are so unreasonably effective that you can require them as a baseline without being controversial at all. Next time, we'll talk a little bit about negligence and how that might come into play.